Hi everyone, Eugene Sachs here with another review from GameCritics.com. Most Mega Man games have a regular formula. Get through 6 or 8 tough-as-nails 2D platforming levels, fight a boss at the end of each one, survive Dr. Wily's castle to finally fight the usual big bad Dr. Wily, and then roll credits. I've always been a fan of the Blue Bomber, but I also love RPGs. They're one of my favorite genres. Combining these two things, Battle Network is a Mega Man spin-off series that takes our hero and puts him into a real-time tactics role-playing experience. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection revisits the entire 10-game series found mostly on Nintendo handheld systems and puts them into one collection for Switch, PlayStation, and PC players to enjoy. For those who haven't experienced it, Battle Network has players controlling elementary schooler Lan Hikari and his NetNavi AI program, Megaman.exe. They work together to delete viruses and fight evil NetNavis. Lan walks around in the real world, checking email, talking with NPCs, and collecting battle chips for Mega Man to use. Mega Man explores the internet, finds other battle chips, and fights viruses. Unlike classic 2D platformers that came before, the internet is more of an open world area that players can explore as they get upgrades and better battle chips to enhance Mega Man's abilities. There is a main campaign to conquer, but players can also go online and trade chips with other players or fight to steal chips. So what are battle chips? In a nutshell, they give Mega Man new powers and tactics. Some allow him to steal spaces in battle so they limit the movement of enemies, some just do a lot of damage. Some chips are weak on their own, but combine together to make more powerful ones. Battle Network allows players a lot of freedom in the chips they choose. The catch is how to get more of the chips players want. The answer? Grinding. Don't have enough money for chips or to get an upgrade for Mega Man? Grind against some enemies to gain the money for chips. Need a specific chip that can't be bought? Fight enemies quickly and without being hit until, maybe, the chip drops. The grind here is real. Personally, every battle could take anywhere from about 10 seconds, including loading into combat and exiting combat, or a few minutes if my chip luck was bad. One fight in particular took nearly 10 minutes because I came across a virus that could only be hit by physical chips, and I couldn't successfully escape the fight. The grind is a bummer for sure, and on top of it, Battle Network requires players to manually save. I don't want to think about the number of times and progress I've lost because I lost bad fights and forgot to save beforehand. Apart from those complaints, I feel like Battle Network Legacy Collection is in a strange spot compared to other recent Capcom remakes. Battle Network doesn't have much in the way of accessibility for new players, aside from a Max Blaster mode, which turns Mega Man's basic attack into a one-hit kill. But players still need to sit through the pre- and post-battle loading screens, regardless of how fast the win was. Also, the graphics don't translate well to a bigger screen. There's a filter that smooths out the edges of the characters and environment, but it's a jagged mess on large screens without it. There's also a fair amount of memorization needed to know how each part of the internet connects, in order to avoid becoming lost on the way to the next objective. For those who forget or get turned around, there's no help. Despite my issues with them, I still adore these games. The chip tactics scratch my deck building itch, but it's not so tactical that it requires mental gymnastics to succeed. The story is charming in a Saturday morning cartoon sort of way, and I appreciate the ability to access these games again on a modern platform. Capcom missed a few tricks by not adding a few quality of life and accessibility settings to make the games less grindy, but the series still holds a special place in my heart. For me, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection gets 7.5 out of 10.